I've been biking my whole life, but I just started bike touring a year ago. It's a great way to just escape the monotony of day-to-day life and get on the road and do something different. All the miles that you travel, you have to earn yourself. It becomes a challenge just to get from one place to another. It takes you out of your routine, and you have to learn to rely on yourself. It's one of those strange things where 90% of the time when you're actually touring, it's not enjoyable. It's suffering all the time. The distances are just vast. The roads are meant to be traveled by cars that are going much faster than you, so most of the time it's just very slow. But once you get used to that and can meditate on the distances that you have to travel, it gets more enjoyable. On a minute-to-minute basis, it's just keeping track of yourself and enjoying the scenery. I choose to live in a place where I can escape into nature very easily. It's comforting to realize that I can just pick up whenever I want to and go on a tour. This weekend I decided just to take off and go a little ways out of town and find a beautiful campground. When I'm sitting trying to get through all my work, I'm always drawn to come back. It doesn't have to be bike touring itself, but as long as I can escape my day-to-day life and go somewhere where I can see the clear blue sky and breathe fresh air and just be with myself in nature, I'm happy. I'm not a religious person, but the closest thing I have to that is sort of finding my place, if that makes sense. When I was a kid, I looked up and just saw pretty stars, and it was beautiful, but once I started to study astronomy and started to learn some of the astrophysics about stars and the scales and distances involved in space, it's just astonishing to sort of realize how tiny we are. I cannot possibly screw up enough to affect the greater universe, which is comforting to me and kind of takes some stress off my life. I guess my favorite part is that I can just take the memories back with me. While I'm supposed to be studying, I can just close my eyes and relive the entire tour. Because I've spent so much time traveling from one place to another, I can remember all the bends in the road, all the curves. I guess I'm always looking forward to the places that are new and to make new experiences. It's an adventure.